Hey guys, this is a 1-year update or long-term review on my GTPlayer gaming chair that I purchased for about $150 back then. I basically use this chair every single day whenever I'm at my desk using my computer. This is what I've been using, and I've been sitting on this chair a lot. So I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on it and how it has physically held up over the past year. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, I guess we'll start with the physical condition, right? And everything so far with this chair has been perfectly fine. You can see it is in great physical condition. It looks just like the way it has been since I've purchased it, minus the usual little bit of dust that you can see here and there. But overall, very, very nice physical condition. There are no rips on this chair whatsoever. This fake leather is actually pretty good and withstands a lot of heavy use. It is a little bit more rough and more like a thicker kind of leather, which makes them a lot more durable. Before, like, I've had like a shirt here, and when I went to go grab it, my fingernail like scratched right across this thing, and over time that mark just wore away. So no rips on this whatsoever. The leather they used on this is very, very nice. I don't think any of you guys will experience any kind of rips on this thing through day-to-day use. And yeah, I mean, everything has just been really, really immaculate so far. Giving you guys some close-ups on the stitching, you can see that it is still holding up really, really well. Okay, so now that we went over the physical condition of the leather and the chair itself, I want to talk about how this thing is still held up in terms of the way it functions and its comfort. So everything so far is still really, really plush, just like the day I got it. You can see this headrest is still really, really soft and springy as normal. And what I like about this is that it's easy to shift up and down. When you have this thing reclined, I usually push this all the way down and it kind of rests behind my neck. But when I'm in the upright position, say I'm at my desk or at a computer, I like to shift this thing all the way up so it gives my neck and head a little bit more support. So very easy to shift this thing up and down, and it stays in place when in use, so that's nice. This is the main base of the seat, and with this I do feel like it has lost a little bit of its softness. Not that much, but I do feel like it is a little bit stiffer than when I first purchased it. Now, this is not the most thick or soft cushion out there. It was always like a little bit more stiff than maybe your other gaming chairs, but it is still really, really nice. It's softer out here than it is on the main seat here. This, where your bottom goes, has always been a little bit more stiff. So, and I feel like it has gotten a little bit more stiff over time. You can see not much kind of soft memory foam action going on here. It's just like a hard leather base. So if you guys want a little bit more of a softer cushion, you might want to get like a separate third-party cushion to go on top of this so you can sit a little bit more comfortably. But for me personally, I still have no issues with comfort, and this doesn't make my butt sore or anything, so it's still okay. These are the armrests, and they have still also held up really, really well. There's a little bit of this stitching coming apart here on the edges, but I think that has been there since I purchased it. I mean, it's no big deal. Even if it wasn't and it's happened over time, maybe that's something to watch out for, but I don't think it's going to come apart or anything like that, so I don't think you have anything to worry about with the stitching. Maybe it doesn't look the best, but I don't even notice it. And I didn't even notice that the stitching was raised a little bit until I was looking around this chair when recording this video right now. So yeah, no big deal. This side is fine. It's just on that side. I also want to show that this footrest still works. You can still pull it out. Not the easiest because there's no kind of slider or anything. You are just kind of pulling it hard against like rubber. Like there's a lot of friction is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it still works fine. It hasn't fallen down and I haven't had to reinstall it. All right, so now I want to talk about any problems that have occurred over my time with this chair. And there's only a few minor things with this chair. Over time, these armrests can get loose. I've had to retighten them about 2 or 3 times over the past year because over time they do become a little bit wobbly, as you can see. And over time you have to screw them back in a little tighter. This one, as you can see, yeah, it just gets a little bit wobbly and you have to retighten them every so often. Also hold on, my battery is almost dead. So let me get in that spare battery. Okay, I got the spare battery in here. As I was saying, before the battery died, these armrests do become loose over time, so you want to retighten them. Also, this chair has been making a little bit more noise when you're sitting down. Sometimes it makes this kind of loud clanking noise. It definitely hasn't done that when I first got the chair, or at least it wasn't as noticeable or frequent. But now when I sit in this chair, it definitely makes more sounds and is louder than when I first got it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but basically as you're sitting down and this back part is being pushed all the way back, it sometimes makes some kind of clicking noise or like a loud thumping noise. It's not that bothersome, but something to keep in mind that it is definitely louder than when I first purchased this chair. But other than that, guys, this chair has still been really solid. And you can see I currently have it reclined right now. It still works perfectly. It stays in place when it's reclined. And also the height adjustment still works fine and it doesn't lose air over time, like it doesn't fall down. Everything still stays in place. So reclining and the height adjustment are still working perfect. I totally forgot that this chair had speakers built in because I don't really use these speakers at all. I actually have not used these speakers since the day I bought and tested them for the video. I'm pretty sure they would still work if I were to play something just because I haven't really used it. All right, here we go, guys. I have something playing on my phone. It's currently connected and you can hear that the speakers do work. Yeah, I had to get a little closer to the mic for you because the mic is connected to my shirt. So, but yeah, this thing surprisingly still holds a charge. Again, I have not powered this on since the day I received this chair. So the battery on here has been the same charge from last year. So yeah, it still has some juice in it and it connects just fine. And the speakers are working. So there you go. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I don't really know what else to say about this chair because it is just a chair at the end of the day. It's still holding up really nicely. It does just have those few problems, which I mentioned before, with the armrests getting loose and you have to retighten them every once in a while. And it is getting a little loud, but that's fine. The chair still works. It's still very comfortable. The reclining still works. The speakers, I don't use them, but they still work. Yeah, so overall, would I recommend this chair? Definitely. I mean, it's very comfortable. I can use this for hours and hours, and it has held up, as you can see in this video. So build quality is still really, really nice. Yeah, that's it for this long-term review on this GTPlayer reclining chair. I hoped it helped you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next video.